Hey, welcome, ladies. We are so excited that you are here with us today to get a preview of the summer soiree. I know many of you have signed up and you can't wait to get started. And you know that the three of us, Kylene and Latifa, we can't wait for you to join us in the summer soiree. Kylene, what are you most thinking about for the soiree? I see you have a new hat. I love it.
Yes, I have a new hat. And I have on gloves tonight too. But check out gloves. So come on, if your mothers and grandmothers are still among the living, hustle gloves. And look, they have beautiful lace on them and everything with a little ruffle. So this is like as dainty as I get. But we have a hat. And if you notice, we are the three shades of summer today with our
Yes,
hat colors.
I'm the
Yes.
light side.
And I have the medium.
And of course, I'm dark. So that was absolutely not planned, which makes it even more fun too. Which makes it more fun. And we're talking
Yeah.
about hats and gloves and everything. That's just kind of a fun component. I think we're most excited about the fact that we're going to get to sew in community with you all, and we're going to do it live. Um, in a 3-day weekend format. So it's going to be really, really, really fun. We're all excited about it.
And I'm
Absolutely.
planning, I ordered another hat. I was going to wear something different. Wore this one the last time we were live, and I said, well, I want something new. I ordered it, and when the package arrived, I opened it with excitement, and there was a dress inside. They sent me they sent me the wrong thing. And it wasn't even a dress I could wear. It was like extra, extra small. I was like, I know this is not for me. So, ladies, before we move to the soiree, I know many of you who are watching us on Facebook and YouTube, you have already been in a triple stitch event, which was the mystery. The mystery
Right.
quilt just finished, right, Kylene?
Yeah, absolutely. And we are so excited. And some of our voyagers from that trip are still working on those. So we're getting nice posts of people finishing and getting it machine quilted, which is very exciting that they actually took advantage of the new tool and the new videos on how to do that, that they're getting their stuff finished. And like everything we do, there's never a rush. So we're with you when you take your time because life does get in the way and we want you to enjoy the journey. So that's always been exciting. So it's like eye candy that's always coming.
Exactly, exactly.
Absolutely.
And the community element, I know that when we got together with the community for our celebration for the end of the
Mm-hmm.
a day away, we announced the soiree, and many who were in that have already registered for the soiree. Latifa, what are your thoughts about those who said yes to the soiree who were in the a day away mystery?
I think a lot of the people who I've seen that have signed up were actually really active in the community aspect, and that's one of the strongest parts of this program. Is not only are we learning new things and playing with tools and challenging ourselves, but we have the best cheerleaders. So not only will you get, the three of us, but everyone that's participating is like cheering from the rafters for you. And so the community aspect, I think, is one of the most important parts of a triple stitch collective experience.
Exactly. I wouldn't. I would. Well, how do you say that? I would agree more, or I wouldn't agree more, or I
I
agree. How
couldn't
about just
agree with
that?
you more.
Oh, I
I
couldn't
Yeah,
couldn't
agree with you
agree.
more.
I couldn't agree with you
Yeah.
more. That would, yeah, I couldn't.
So, you know what we did, ladies? We decided to talk to someone who is in the mystery and signed up for the soiree. And she finished her mystery quilt and she agreed to be interviewed. And I'm so thankful. Her name is Jacqueline. Ladies, in the chat, let us know, do you want to hear a conversation that I had with Jacqueline about her a day away experience, being in the community, and signing up for the soiree? Let us know in the chat if that's something you want to have an earful of, because she's amazing. Well, she's just a special lady, put it that way. Oh, thank you. Someone says they love our fascinators. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Now, you can either buy a fascinator or you can make one. We've been looking at some videos on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube University. So if you want to do that, you certainly can. So some say yes, we want to hear the interview with Jacqueline. Another yes.
Let's yeah,
All right.
let's play
Well,
it.
let's play
Let's
it. Here
play
we
it.
go. Jacqueline, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm excited. I wanted to chat with you about your experience with the A Day Away mystery quilt. Have you done a mystery quilt before?
Well, first of all, hello and thank you. This was my very first mystery. I was cautious. I felt like at one point I was putting the brakes on and going, no, oh no, I don't know if I could do this. I watched all the videos because I wanted to see where we were going, what was the expectation. And then I could go back and start them again, step by step. So I didn't feel like you're on your own now and you might be stuck, and that's too bad. No, I had those videos. That was so key for me to be able to go back step by step.
When you think about the entire experience, what was some of the key moments or memorable moments?
Yes, I think with Guyleen, she taught about how to get your little pinchers and get those triangle pieces that were together so you could fold them and that was so perfect. I don't know where I'd be if she didn't say that. Latifa, she did the melons. The melons were probably the biggest challenge for me. But she said, sew your little seams together in your sections so that you could, you had those stabilized. You didn't have to worry about them moving and shifting. And that was real key. The one from you was pinning. Pinning to me was mostly a last resort, but as I look back on my own quilting, I can see where things get misaligned really easy. So
Mm.
I thought pinning, geez, just take a minute and pin, and that was so successful. The other thing was the cutting was so precise. Everything met together so perfectly, and I'm like, I like this. Being able to pin them and get them perfect as best as I could, that was so key.
I heard from other quilters about, and you mentioned it, putting together a section of the quilt and then having to cut it.
That was like shocker. And then watching Guyleen measure and remeasure, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm glad we're watching her. I prematurely put all the pieces together, laid them out on the bed, the spare bed that I have, and I'm like, there's no way. Oh no, this is not going to go together. Forgetting I had to cut something and
Ah,
cut,
okay.
and then I'm like, oh, what a relief, what a relief. But who would have ever thought we would have to cut?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, I love the result. And you quilted your
Yeah,
day away quilt.
yes.
What was that like?
I took you up on the stabilizing the quilt, and what a relief that was to be able to go back and start the stitch line ruler and not have anything move. It was so secure, and I absolutely loved it. It was a breeze. It
Oh,
just took all the worry out of me about what is the back going to look like after I get this together. It was
wow.
it was super. And I just said to myself, never again am I going to do a quilt that isn't stabilized. Because I've quilted a lot of quilts, ruler quilting, free motion, and the back moves. And this was perfect. I love that.
Wow.
Absolutely love the stabilizing.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad that that tip worked for you. I'm also excited that with the day away mystery, not only do you learn design techniques, pinning techniques, cutting techniques, you also learn quilting techniques. It's a well-rounded, would you say so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and I remember when I first started into your classes on free motion quilting, I decided to myself, you know what? I love to do this. Why not learn what I can? Why not be good at what I do and make, really nice quilts? So I feel like I'm a student. And this, I really felt like a student. I felt like I hadn't mastered these pieces. And, but now that it's all put together, I'm like, I look at this and go, whew, I can't believe I made this.
Well,
Yes,
I'm so glad that you suck it out because I agree that we are always students. If we're willing to learn, we can reach a certain level and think, well, that's enough for me. And maybe that is for some. But sometimes when we take that next step and we realize, wow, there's something called a butterfly seam by Guyleen that helps you
yeah,
put together those tricky corners that are no longer tricky because you now have learned her technique.
right, right.
Or with Latifah's curves, how she stitches convex and concave curves together and makes it look so easy, doesn't she?
Yeah, she did. And her work was impeccable.
The beauty, right, of learning is that we have to start somewhere. And
Right,
once we start, we can then what? Repeat it and then get better and better
right,
each time.
right.
So I like that. I really like that. So, what overall excites you about being a part of the mystery? Because I noticed that you were frequently in the community. You've made comments, you posted photos.
I love the community. That to me, I was part of a team. I'm learning, they're learning. Community for me, being able to do with other people, seeing their work inspired me to keep going. Uh, some of them were a little faster. Some of them, you could tell they had challenges, but we were together. And community to me was really key. I love being inspired by other people. I love seeing their work.
In the early part of the mystery, we did the 3-in-1 quilt
Yes.
block by Latifah and then the Four of Spades by Guyleen. Were those helpful?
Yes, absolutely. Learning the curves. And then she kept saying, it's nothing new on these melons. It's not new. Reassuring we could get through this. And then I have Guyleen's work here. I absolutely love this. I love the colors. I love the shapes. This was definitely a challenge when I looked at her video. But again, I started with the first video, the cutting, you know, the pinning, everything, learning how to put them together. And now I think what I want to do with this is I want to make a quilt jacket and put it on.
Oh, oh, that would be very nice.
Yes.
You wrote a poem.
Yes. I wrote a poem and
Why did you write the poem?
I felt like every new quilt section that we were making after the rain, evening quiet, light ahead, it just felt like it was in the middle of something. It felt like it was a comment that was in the middle of what are we missing? So I was thinking that was part of the mystery.
Oh.
And so when that didn't come, I sat down and had this written in about an hour. This whole process of making the quilt and me pondering, where are we going with this? What's the catch? What's the mystery? Would you like me to read it?
Oh, I would love it.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. A day away, sitting here pondering the quilt I have begun. Hand still, but my mind is restless. Hearing the storms reminds me that I'm all but quiet. Stillness is not always silence. There is uncertainty. It's dismal, it's dark, it's cold, but I'm not alone. I'm in good company. I'm in a community. There's warmth, there's comfort, talented teachers training our minds to go further, challenging our skills to go beyond our own limits. The sky has brought evening quiet after the rain. Winter is still here, but not for long. I'm envisioning the warmth from the sun, the stillness, the bright side. I see the moon reflecting from my quilt, like gems of emeralds, rubies, and sapphire, comforting my soul. What if we are all being challenged, stretched, molded to think differently, to use new tools, learning new skills, new talents? We're still learning, still growing, still blooming. Now I see the light ahead, warmer days, sunshine. I'm in awe. The stitches settle, reminding myself it's only a day away.
Oh, I love it. Bravo. I
Thank,
loved it.
thank you. I'll show you my day away. This really come out fabulous.
Wow. Beautiful.
After the rain, to start with,
Okay.
and our evening quiet.
Beautiful. Beautiful. With the apple core design. Yeah. And we can see the
Yes.
quilting on it.
You can see the quilting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
and
did that on your home machine, right?
yes, home domestic machine. I don't have a long arm, so and I do mostly all my quilts. Um,
Fabulous. Wow. And did you decide to give this away or are you going to?
I'm gonna keep it.
It's yours.
I
Okay.
worked hard for this. Yes, I'm gonna keep it. I
Oh,
remember just sitting here going, "What on earth did I get into?" Really, just looking at it, going, I don't know." But then I just said, "You know what? Hey, what do you have to lose? Just go for it. We're not being judged. We're learning new skills."
you heard about the summer soiree and you are in. What
I'm
made you
in.
decide to join the summer soiree?
I guess it was the just the whole process of going through a day away, learning new sections. I know we're going to learn. We've got new tools coming. We're going to learn new blocks. So I'm looking forward to learning new things again. Thank you for having me.
Ah, you're welcome. We're so glad you're in the community.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm here too.
Well,
Yay. I
Oh,
love
that
it.
was wonderful.
now, ladies, this is the first time that Guyleen and Latifah has seen the interview just like you. So I'm curious about each of your reactions to Jacqueline's experience.
I mean, I think it's just like a typical experience that we've been hearing from everyone. You get a little bit of the fact that we are going to challenge you just a little bit with new techniques and things that other quilters find difficult, but we're going to present them in a way that it's going to make it approachable, and you just take it one step and one stitch at a time. You're going to get three different perspectives on quilting, and she showed that very clearly. And just that support of the community, which came through beautifully and kind of helped to push her through in finishing a quilt that when she first saw the individual pieces, she didn't know if she can do. So well done, Jacqueline. The
Yeah,
poem
well
was
done.
incredible. Thank you so, so much.
I loved it. A little bit of pinning, and we have
Yes.
all three different pin levels between very few pins, a lot of pins, and a couple of pins. But pinning it does the trick sometimes. It's that little extra. But that was a wonderful perspective of her journey through the day away. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, and I'm excited that she is looking forward to the summer soiree. She's anticipating learning, which of course that's incorporated in it. And if you're just learning about the summer soiree, a lot of ladies have already registered, which you know that. And when they did the early registration, they were in two giveaways, right?
yeah.
One was the free event ticket that was already awarded, and that was, what was her name again? Do you remember, Latifa, who won
I do
that?
not.
Well,
I'm
someone won
sorry.
that. Neither do I. Like, I should have wrote it down, but she knows who she is. You go
Right,
if you
Right.
right.
don't know if
We
it's you
announced
Well,
or
it
yeah,
not.
last.
right. All you got
Yeah,
to
we
do is
announced it
find the
last
very
live.
happy quilter, right? She'll have a huge smile on her face, okay?
Yes.
That's the one who got the free workshop.
And the second is a basket full of sewing and quilting tools. That was part of the early registration, and we have a winner. Guyleen is going to share what was in the basket or is in the basket.
Right. It was fun. So wait till I videoed it so it looks crazy. And I just kind of dumped it all on my floor, but it gives you a nice bird's eye view of what is going to be mailed out.
All
So
right.
I'm ready to roll. What did the one lucky early registration winner get? Let's drool over the loot. Rotating mat. And I'm just going to pile it on. Right? Literally pile it on. A journal. My favorite pens. I don't even have this. Look at that. Quilting Craft and Spray. Thread from Superior Threads. We got two of those. A beautiful green and then this little tigery one. Isn't that cool? And batting. Warm and natural. Very nice, very nice. Beads to fuse, great craft project to gift out to somebody. And a water pen. I use this all the time. So there you go, water pen. Annie's stiletto, very pointy. You may want to put a cork or something on it. It does have a little sleeve, but you may want to put a cork so you don't stab yourself. Now we have Kai scissors. Oh, how fun! These are super, super sharp. They're series V5210, and the heavy load on iron. Look at that. Brand new M3 Pro. This is Latifa's favorite iron. Look at that iron. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's stack that there. So if you need an iron, you're going to need a pressing cloth. So we have a pressing cloth for you. Polygons, they don't even make this tool anymore. This is the Easy 6, makes beautiful diamonds, 3 sizes. And then you always have Nancy, and Nancy always came up with nice tools. And this takes you from fat squares to quarter squares and half square triangles. That's beautiful. A pad to take notes, pretty thick. You got choices. And whether you machine quilt or hand quilt, what's wrong with a mini whole cloth quilt? Pattern already done. All you do is follow the lines either by hand or machine. And this is just a little crib size blended batting. Look at that little bit of batting and a little purple thingy thing and a tape measures in there. Then you have a Dritz Easy Hem Guide, because those skirts are getting shorter and shorter. You can shorten yours or lengthen yours. Take a maxi to a mini. And from Geraldine, look at this beautiful mini Bargello. So there's a pattern there. And there is a 6.5-inch square up ruler, right, by Quilt in a Day, our favorite, Eleanor. And a mini pad, right, from OmniGrid. Everybody loves pre-cut, so this is a little book about what to do with those pre-cut 10-inch squares. And then we have a little trash can. This is a little kit, so you can have this little spring to make your quarter pop-up trash can. And then we have this wrap infused piping. Look at that, in case you're a bag maker, right? One of my favorites is this little handy piece of acrylic. It's a 2-inch square. It makes those beautiful little charms. And then my favorite, I must have these in all my little bags. This is a peephole. It lets you get that perspective of what it looks like when you stand back without literally standing back. All right, then we threw in one of my first books. This is my Poetry and Patchwork, no assembly required. You can read it, enjoy it, and then regift it if that's what's your pleasure. And then we have flowers and other things, and you have a piece of nylon in here that makes the big ring, and a piece of acrylic so that you can make these beautiful flowers. And then we have a folded square, right, on how to do that, right? No assembly, kind of easy peasy. Fold it, and actually teaches how to do binding. That's nice and interesting. And then you got the iron, you got a pressing cloth, so why not have an ironing board cover? So you got all of that, and another tape measure, because you misplaced the first one, you need a second one, and a beautiful little storage box, because we love boxes. And guess what? It says dream big. So here is the box. Beautiful. So some of this loot will be packed in that, and you can keep all of this or gift it away. But we were so excited to put this together, and what a fun thing it is. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, because all of it is about dreaming bigger and having a very relaxed day. Yes. See you soon. Bye.
Wow,
Wow.
That was a lot of loot.
That's my first time seeing it all together too. So we all contributed some of our favorite things. So
Yeah, it's a
now
big
it's time for
box.
the winner.
Yeah, I'm ready for the winner. If you see your name on the wheel, we're going to spin the wheel. Shannon and Paula and Pamela and Tracy and Eric and who else? Bill, Jacqueline, Cynthia. Who's going to win? Who's going to win, Sandra?
Who's
Carol?
the lucky winner?
Are you ready for me to spin the wheel? You ready,
I'm
ready?
ready.
Here we go. Going to start any moment now. Any moment. Just a little bit. There
There
we
you go.
go.
There it goes. And it's spinning. Congratulations.
Okay.
Wow, congratulations,
So
Rosalind.
we'll
You have
be yeah, we'll be in contact via email, and then Guyleen is going to be responsible for shipping it out to you sometime this week. So
Yes.
congratulations.
Woo.
yay, yay,
I
yay,
hope you have a big enough box, Guy.
Yeah,
yay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm reusing
Congrat-
the box that you shipped in.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that rotating mat is huge. Oh my God. I think what's that, like 24 inches almost. That big
Yeah,
mat. It's
it's pretty
big. It's
big,
big. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
but
I
it's
didn't
it's
impressive.
good
realize it was
stuff.
that big.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's
I think
impressive.
it's maybe 16 or 18, but it's nice. It's a
It's
nice
big.
size. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's a
big.
nice size. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I would have put my name in the hat for that.
I
So
doubt if Rosalind's not going to regift the cutting. I mean, the rotating
Right, right.
mat.
I
She's going to
don't think
keep that
she's
one.
regifting the iron
no,
either. Yeah, the
no,
the
probably
iron
not.
board cover, right? The
Yeah,
pressing cloth. That's
very
a whole
cool.
system there, and the scissors. Hey, yeah,
Very
Exactly. And
good.
the
it was
Aliso
fun.
mini iron. Oh my goodness.
I know, I know. So some really fun stuff. A little bit of this, a little bit of that,
And I've been
and
wanting that one.
ah, there you go. You should have threw your name in there.
I know. That's what I keep saying. Well, ladies,
Oh,
you've been
that's
getting a
fun.
taste of what the soiree is going to be like. We're going to have games, activities, and last time that we were together live with you, we had a tool demo, and Guyleen shared one of her Polygon
Yeah,
tools. It was a Polygon 4, right?
right.
And so we thought, since you like that you'd want to see another example of one of the tools that you'll be able to use at the soiree. And it has to do with one of my favorite things, and that's ruler quilting. Latifa, what does it mean to have quilting at the end of a project? What does that mean to you?
So, I mean, who on this call has a closet full of tops that are not yet quilted? Right? I mean, and for a lot of us, we finished piecing it and we were done with it anyway. So, but there's something really beautiful about being able to be feeling really empowered enough to be able to quilt it on our own. So, I think it's a unique thing that Triple Stitch Collective does on each of our projects. We utilize the brilliance and talent of our in-house machine quilter Geraldine
Oh,
Wilkins and her wonderful new tool, the Stitch Line, to be able to show us ideas and possibilities. And we thought that even though we're going to do this 3-day weekend, retreat style event, we're definitely going to tap into that knowledge base in order to get some tips and tricks for what to do
Absolutely.
afterwards and machine quilt this one too. So
oh, that was a wonderful introduction. Thank you.
yes.
Well, I'm excited too because I know, just like Latifa said, all of us have unfinished projects. We have quilt tops that we finished that need to be quilted. And sometimes that can be a sticking point, and we just need some ideas. So for the soiree, similar but different, similar to the A Day Away, I'm going to give some ideas on how you can quilt your finished project. And just for you, because you're here live with us, I put together a short video on some techniques that you can potentially use either in the soiree or for other projects on how to use the stitch line ruler with ruler quilting on your home machine or long arm. It doesn't matter. Those who are in the A Day Away mystery, they have the tool. If you don't have the tool, we've put together not just my tool, but all the tools for the
Mhm,
soiree are available a la carte. You pick the ones that you need so that you
mhm.
have the tools so that you can follow along in all the tutorials that we will give during the soiree. So tonight, here's a peek at a pattern you can stitch. So those of you who have the stitch line ruler already, pay attention, right? You can stitch this tonight after we're done, right? Okay, watch
Right.
this tutorial. Let's use the stitch line ruler channel feature to stitch squares on point without marking. We're going to stitch this design using just 2 reference lines on the quilt sandwich. Those lines that I drew on the quilt sandwich represent the seams in a border or sashing. We're lining up the first crosshair at the top of the ruler with the corner. See those 2 arrows? Those arrows on the ruler indicate the reference line that I'm using to stop stitching. They're pointing right now at the seam, which is the line I drew on the quilt sandwich. I stop there, and then I'm going to turn the ruler back to the top at the crosshairs. I'm lining up the crosshair lines with the seam. Again, I'm going to stop where the reference line is as indicated by the 2 arrows. Now those 2 arrows are pointed toward the seam. I stop there. Then I go the opposite direction. The angle of the ruler is indicated by the crosshairs. Those crosshair lines are lining up with the seam. Those 2 arrows are pointing at a reference line on the ruler. I am using the reference lines on the ruler to consistently stitch the angle I need to create the design. And I just go back and forth. I like to stitch in passes, meaning I'll stitch down the border or the sashing once, and then I'll go back a second time. So this is the second time, starting at the top, lining up the crosshair reference lines, stitching to the seam, which is the 2 arrows are pointing at the seam. Remember, the 2 lines in the fabric that I drew are the seams in a pieced project. This is just a quilt sandwich. I'm going to stitch to those 2 arrows, which indicate the reference line in the ruler that I need to stop. I rotate the ruler, I line up the reference lines in the crosshair with the seam, then I stitch again to the reference lines indicated by the arrows. There are the 2 lines on the crosshair, and there's another one. Stitch straight to the 2 arrows. Once your reference lines are in place, then you begin stitching. Always check. I'm checking to make sure all my reference lines are where they're supposed to be. Then I stitch to the 2 arrows, which is again pointed at the seam. And that's it. No marking to stitch this. Remember, I did mark it. However, if it was a pieced quilt, we would not need to mark to stitch this design. Well,
Wow.
I almost think I can do that,
You know,
right?
I'm sitting here going through my list of quilt tops in my closet right now. I feel empowered. Thank you,
Yeah.
Geraldine.
Yes.
oh,
That
you're
was
welcome.
really
You're
good.
welcome.
Really good.
All right. Yay. So someone just said in. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you're in? You've already signed up? You went to the Triple Stitch website below and you signed up for the soiree? I hope so. Oh, great. She says that she loves the design. Thank you for everyone. Icing on the cake for me today, says Rosalind, who won the giveaway.
Oh, right,
Congratulations. She's here.
right.
She's here. She's here. Awesome, Rosalind.
Congratulations.
Yay. Awesome. And thank you for Quilting Fun that she liked the design. All right. So, what is next for us, ladies? We have on our agenda for tonight. One, we want to know if you have any questions. So, don't hesitate to ask questions in the comments about either this
Right.
the soiree. And you heard about, no, maybe they didn't hear about this yet. There's something else coming. We didn't say anything about that. We have another surprise. Well, before we get to the surprise, let's talk about the quilt. We have fabric, right?
We do
For
have fabric. We absolutely have fabric in. We're working on the in real life sample for the quilt, and I love this. This is such a day away was a lot more moody of a palette, and this is just really bright and happy. We talked a little bit about bright or light mediums and darks, and we have 3 groups. We have our lights, which are here, which are 4 different colors, and then we have mediums, which are here, and then we have darks, which are here as well. And we put them all together, and we're going to talk through and educate you on using all of them in your quilt. But we have kits. These are all batiks from Benartex, and we have kits so that you don't have to think through, like what you're going to pick out, and we make the decision easy for you. But we got these in. Actually, Guyleen got the whole kit in, and she was so excited about how beautiful the colors and fabrics are together. She sent us about 20 pictures. And then we got them, and we got excited. So my fabric has all now been washed. I use my color catchers because we know batiks can bleed a little bit. And they're pressed, and now I'm ready to make my part of our sample for our quilt. So I'm really excited about using these. There's something that's so batiks have a lot of depth to them, like with all the variation and the unique patterning of the colors and things. So I'm really excited to see how these blocks look in our palette for what is it, 3 shades of summer quilt. So
Yes.
really, really excited about this.
yeah, those fabrics are gorgeous. Thank you, Guyleen, for sending what I need to make my section. I can't wait to stitch those out in 3 different shades. Light, let's see, your medium, and then your dark.
Medium.
And I'm dark.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
So someone has already asked, can I purchase a kit even if I can't make the soiree?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why not? Yes.
It's 12 and a half yards of fabric, and the colors are just so good together. So absolutely.
Yeah. It's very, very nice.
And guess what? The winner of the first prize, she's actually in the chat on YouTube. She says yes, she signed up for the soiree, but now she's the winner of the first prize.
Right there you
Congratulations!
go.
And we
Yay!
couldn't remember your name, and we apologize for that. But put it in the chat so that we don't forget.
Right.
Thank you. So we do
Absolutely.
have something else to announce. Who wants to do that? Eileen, Latifa, who?
Well, I guess any of us can talk about. We're all pretty excited about this. We know we had a few questions, and we also wanted the opportunity to be able to. This is our first time doing this type of program as well, so we wanted an opportunity to kind of run through this live. So we thought, what if we created a mini project but gave it to you in a format that was like a mini format of what Summer Soiree was going to be. So it's just going to be a few hours long. We've developed a small project that is charm square friendly, and we'll show you that later. We're not going to show you that today. And a lot of the learning elements will be there. We're actually showing you a hack for using my tool that we're using during Summer Soiree, which is the Herdy one. So we'll show you a hack for how to use that in this mini project. We'll also give you a paper template so you don't have to have it yet. And then we're going to play a game, and we're going to have a special custom drink. And what we're calling this event, and it's going to be free for everyone that signs up, it's going to be called the Triple Stitch Spring Tea. And it's just going to be fun. It's going to be free. It's going to give you a little bit of a taste. It is May the 12th. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be kind of a 2-hour event. And if you already have your fascinator for, it's not mandatory, but if you already have your fascinator for the summer soiree, then you feel free to wear it for that. We're going to give you a hot and iced tea option recipe. And we'll provide that beforehand, and we'll give you your supply list beforehand as well. But for right now, we just need you to sign up so that you can come and enjoy, and just we want you to be able to taste and experience what a summer soiree will be before we actually have that experience itself. It's going to, of course, summer soiree, they'll be over 3 days, and this will just be an evening, but it's a free evening, and we get to sew together and have fun and have
Yes.
community. So
Right.
so excited about the Triple Stitch Spring Tea.
Yes.
So a
come
lot of ladies
take a sip.
take a sip,
Take a
Eileen.
sip. Oh, and I was checking out in the chat. I looked down. It's Rosalind's 60th birthday today. The winner of the
Oh,
loot.
Oh, no kidding!
oh, how perfect. Happy birthday.
Wow! Happy
That's exciting.
birthday! What a birthday
Yes.
present!
I know. Tracy typed that in. Yes. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, her 60th birthday. Wow.
That's
Wow.
exciting.
What a
So
day to be
Carolyn,
her.
that sounds wonderful, Latifa. Having a spring tea before the soiree, and ladies, if you have your cell phone handy, if you're watching on your computer, all you have to do is scan this QR code. It will take you straight to registration so that you can register. It's free. The spring tea is free. It's a taste of the soiree. So we'll have elements of the soiree just so you can see what it will be like. Like Latifa
Right.
said, we'll have a special drink, and we'll do a small project. We'll do some fun games. It's going to be a fun time. Now, if you were here for Jacqueline's interview and her conversation about how important the community aspect of the mystery was, this is all about community. And we're going to be in Zoom. It's going to be a fun time, and we'll get to chat with one another. So join us for it. I'm going to remove that. It's the spring tea. When is it again, Guyleen? What's the date and time?
May 12th, 7 p.m.
Eastern. Yes.
Yeah, Eastern. So basically, it's the same time of the Zoom 30 days later, about. So this is April 12th. Now we could jump 30 days, May 12th, same time start. And we will, once you register, we'll be able to send you all the supplies and all the goodies so that you can be prepared and have your little workstation tea party ready to roll all next
Wonderful.
to you, so you won't have to be, running around getting stuff. And the supply list is super, super short. And like
Very short.
Latifa said, if you don't have the tool yet, is going to give a paper template so that you can still do it. And the biggest part of it, it's a free thing. It's just a little teaser of what is to come with a summer soiree.
And also
Because
share it with your friends as well. It's a free, yeah, send them the link. The
right,
link is the first thing that you see if you go to triplestitchcollective.com as well. And then you can click the image or the link right below it to find and share with your friends. Invite them to join you on the tea. It'll be fun, really lighthearted. We're doing a
yeah.
simple project, but we're going to sew together and just kind of have a fun evening together. So, but yeah, invite all your friends.
And
Yeah.
the last time we were together, we talked about the specialty drinks. Latifa did a mocktail for us, which I can't wait to make. But I did go shop for my special soiree glasses,
There
and
you
I
go.
I found four, and I got all four. At first, it was three.
Prepared.
I wanted one for each day of the summer soiree, and they're different colors. One's a
Okay.
beautiful blue, it's the tropical colors. And then I got a plain clear glass one. So I need to have something that's a little bit tamer, I thought. I don't know. But I got four, and I'm going to drink out of all four with the different. So I'm getting
Perfect.
ready. I'm getting
Yeah.
ready.
Perfect. Yeah,
It's
it's gonna be fun. I'm really I love this whole format because it's just gonna be. I mean, you see how much fun we're having with our fascinators, right? So that adds an
Hmm.
element of fun to it. It's gonna be fun to see what everyone else shows up in. And this is a participate if you want to, in in whichever way you want to type of thing as well. But the core of it is that you're gonna learn something as well. So you're coming to an event with three internationally known teachers that our passion is to teach you and to empower you and to show you how to do things. So, in the context of this really fun community event, you get to learn something too and make a really pretty quilt. And for this small event, we're going to do a small project, of course, but we get to sew and learn something fun. So, join,
Right.
sign up. It doesn't cost a penny for this the spring tea, the triple stitch spring tea.
Yep.
Jacqueline did ask a question about the soiree fabric. She says, "Are we going to be able to pick our own fabric from our stash?"
Yes.
Absolutely. So we're still about almost 2 months out from the event. So we have not provided a fabric chart, but that will be coming soon. So if you've already signed up, you already have access to the classroom, or we haven't given you access just yet. Have we given access to
No.
the class? But we will
Not
be
yet.
provided. We haven't given you access yet, but as soon as we give you access to the classroom and the community, then you will definitely get access
Right.
immediately to your fabric chart. So we'll give you plenty of time in order to be able to select your light, medium, and dark palette.
Right.
Okay,
It'll probably
great.
come after the spring tea, so we don't confuse too many things. So after we upload whatever we got to upload for the spring tea, then we'll
Yeah, we'll
upload
definitely provide
for
that soon.
the summer soiree.
So we have a question from, I think it's Lisette, asking, will we have access to the content after? I don't know if she's talking about the soiree or the spring tea, but I think the spring tea is just an evening and you do
Yeah.
it with us live, and there's no replay or anything like that. You must
Yeah. We're
come
not recording.
live. So that's
Yeah.
for that. What about the soiree?
No, the soiree is just a retreat weekend, and when it's over, it's over.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can, of course, download and save your pattern.
Right.
It is the blocks are a little bit simpler. They're not super intense like some of my blocks for a day away. And so you will have the pattern instructions, and you can watch the videos as many times as you want to during the course of the weekend. So you have a replay available during the course of the weekend, and then you'll have that pattern as backup when you go back to it later and want to remember how to put those blocks together.
Right. And remember, the whole quilt is, if you do the whole quilt, it's only 9 blocks. They're 20 inches by 20 inches. So it's only 9. And if you just do the table runner, you're only doing 3. So it's pretty quick. So we don't anticipate people needing it for an extended period of time. Once they download the
Absolutely.
pattern, you should be able to do it
And you can see
without a
Guileen's
problem.
quilt block right there behind her.
Yeah,
Yes.
mine is. Oh, I can never get this left right.
It's opposite because of the way the
Okay, there it
camera.
is. I know. So this does not help somebody who's dyslexic. Okay, I already have a left right issue. All right, so there it
There
is.
you go.
There it is. Look at this.
Perfect.
I
And so
was
we have
never
another
good with that
question
shadow art. Okay.
about she can't join can't sew that day. Well, she'll be out of town, but she'll be able to join for a bit.
Okay.
Can
Oh,
she
that's
still
fine.
join?
Yeah. This is
Absolutely.
the spring tea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be you'll actually get a really short PDF for the project, so you can print that out for later as well. But definitely, even if you have a few minutes, pop in and say hi and join. Like, get a taste of the energy that we're going to have in the group, because it should be fun.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I agree too. Tell your friends. It's a nice evening, a fun evening with our quilting community online. Get a chance to chat with each other, to spend time, to have specialty drinks. And, if you're inclined to do more drinking than sewing or vice versa, hey, it's whatever you want to do. And drinking doesn't necessarily mean alcohol. It's whatever you prefer. Latifa
Right.
shared a mocktail, which means non-alcoholic, and it looks delicious to me. I can't wait to
Right.
make it. So it's up
Right.
to you. And I think, Guileen, you offered a little fun drink you shared with us this week that was fruit and
Yeah, and it was like a smoothie. It was fruit and yogurt, and you mix it up and you pour it into some container and throw it in the freezer for a bit. And it gives you this really nice, like a sherbet thing that's really easy to do. But I was
If
just
you
thinking,
can't tell, we've been having a lot of fun figuring this stuff out.
so I'm thinking we need to do, and it had pineapples in it or mangoes. But I'm thinking by the time we get to the summer soirees are actually starting, it's going to be blazing in most of the United States. So we're
Mhm.
thinking of cool things, and that's very refreshing and light, but yet does not have like a huge labor, not labor intensive, so
right,
that we can
easy.
spend more time having fun than actually preparing things. But yeah, that look, we've been all over the internet, okay, looking for stuff that looks fun. Ooh, let's try this. Ooh, let's try this. And then again, as a sneak thought, what can we do with kiwi? It just feels like such a cool color. So if you're participating out there, send us some ideas. What can we do with a drink with kiwi in it? Maybe we have somebody down under that can send us something.
Plus, you were going to give, in emails when you sign up, you'll get information about some of those drinks so that you can prepare. You can go to the
Right.
grocery store and get your
Right.
fruits and things like that and get that special glass that you want to use. And didn't we mention that there'll be some little finger foods that will
Yes.
offer?
Yes, we're going to have little stuff that's, again, very easy to make, more assembly than actually cooking. Assemble and maybe bake it briefly, that you can dunk, that you're going to have to take off your gloves. But you could take off your gloves, and as Latifa just informed, place them under your napkin on your lap, and then you can dip those pigs in a blanket, or You know, you may put broccoli in the blanket if you're a vegetarian or something, but something that's very, very easy that I'm coming up with some finger foods that are light and still, again, keep it fun. Sweet and savory stuff for us to do.
I
Yeah.
can't help but laugh at the idea of broccoli in a blanket. But hey,
We know who is not a vegetarian.
What
That is
president was
hilarious.
that? That was it Bush that was opposed to broccoli, or one of our former presidents was opposed to broccoli? But I like broccoli. But yeah,
well, I like
broccoli, and
broccoli too. I
But
maybe
not
do.
in
that's
a
going to
blanket.
be a name of a quilt: broccoli in a blanket, right?
Oh, goodness.
Oh man, there was something else in my mind. Oh, etiquette. That's it. We were laughing before we got online about etiquette now for specifically soiree. Did you know that there is soiree etiquette? Google it and let us know what you find. Not that we're going to adhere to that etiquette, but we might laugh about
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of it, but we're just going to have a fun time.
right,
I'm
right.
looking forward to it. Any other questions before we sign off? I can't believe it. It's been an hour. We've
I
been
know.
here an
I'm thinking
Wow.
hour.
I need a boa around my neck. I have a boa.
Is that part of soiree etiquette?
Well, I just think we need something to toss.
Oh, I mean,
It's
it
part
may
of
be.
Guylene's soiree etiquette. We'll make
Oh
up our own
boy.
rules. We're
Right. Yeah,
good.
Okay.
maybe
We're good at
we'll
making up
take
our
a
own
piece of
rules.
fabric and make a big bow on the side or something.
Oh,
Oh, that could
goodness.
be that could be done. We'll have to think
Now,
about that.
I just remembered something, and someone mentioned this last time we were together live. Will there be T-shirts, merch, journals, things like that
Yeah.
to remember our time together at the soiree?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. We have a couple of different, I'm finalizing the artwork now. Um, I I don't. We'll post it for sale pretty soon here, so you can start to order it and get it back in time. So yeah, we're working on some special things for you for sure. We can't have an event and not have merch.
Yes, and let us
Yeah.
know what you're interested in. We're thinking about like cups and glasses, whatever's available, like little tumblers and things like that, if you like that. But we want to get, what you want, right? Let us
And
know
what are your favorites? Yeah.
your
Yeah.
favorite things. Some has asked about solids. Are we going to have a solid kit for the soiree?
No.
We had to
No.
pick one or the other, and it's something so beautiful about that batik set but we will give you guidelines for selecting your own palette as well. For your
Right.
light, medium, and dark, we'll give you guidelines for selecting that. And you could, of course, use our colors and pick from just about any of the solid brands out there to kind of format your own. We want to empower you as well if you're picking on your own to be able to feel confident enough to go out and select your own as well. But we'll give you some guidance to do that for sure.
Okay,
Right.
fantastic. And I remember, of course, I will never forget Gylene's amazing video on how to pick from your stash
Right.
with prints and how to put them together, and it was an amazing. So if you're in the day away mystery, you still have access to her video on picking how you pick fabric. So I'd watch it again, and that would
Yeah.
help you with the soiree, right? Don't you think so, ladies?
Yes. Yeah. That'll
Absolutely.
help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. I guess.
Yay.
Anything
That's it.
Oh,
else?
We're
it was
done.
already so fun. I can't wait till the spring tea first, and then of course summer soiree is going to be wonderful because we'll have 3 days together. So I'm looking forward to both of those for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
For
Yep.
And I
sure.
hope you get your fascinator, or you're going to have to use that dress as a scarf around your neck.
Oh goodness.
Yes,
And
so
I'm
I
looking
hope you
forward
get
to
your
the
fascinator.
fascinator parade, the
Oh
fascinator
yeah.
pictures we're going to take. We definitely have to have that too. So, ladies, order early, prepare if you're going to make it. Start working on your fascinators now. I've been, like Guyleen said, we've been doing research not on just food and drinks, but even on the fascinators. So,
Yes, exactly.
all right, ladies, we're going to
Exactly.
say au revoir.
Yes. Thank you
Until
Yes.
so
next
much for joining
time.
us today.
Yes, we had fun. That was so, so much fun. Yep. We miss you
Absolutely.
guys. We miss our
Yes.
community. So,
Thanks,
hope to see you
Jacqueline.
soon.
Congratulations to the winners.
Yes,
Bye,
Yes.
everyone.
congratulations. Bye.
Yeah. See you May 12th.